It is Sunday, January 2nd, 2022. It is the first LCJ Live of the new year. Happy New Year. I'm Lights Cameron Jackson. Welcome to the show. Thank you for watching. We are here. It is 2022, and we are going to talk about all things movies. That's right, in the world of entertainment. Some television in there as well. And we got to talk box office first of all before we get into some of the best and worst movies of 2021 and talking about some upcoming 2022 releases. Happy New Year, says Calvin. Thank you very much. Spider-Man No Way Home is your number one movie again. Another $52.7 million this weekend over the New Year's weekend. It is up to $610 million in North America. Skelly Ethan, thanks for being here on LCJ Live. Spider-Man No Way Home doing really well for Sony. I'm still seeing ads on TV. It is, of course, making a ton of money, the biggest movie of 2021, and doing really well, and will probably continue to do very well over the next several weeks as we go into January. Probably, there's a chance Spider-Man could still be number one all the way to when Morbius comes out on January 28th. We will see what happens there. Sing 2. A strong second weekend, almost $20 million, 19.6. It is closing in on $90 million bucks after almost 2 weeks in the theaters. I've got here with me Ash and Johnny. I had Gunther last week. These pests are fantastic for Sing 2. So $90 million. The first Sing made $270. So obviously Sing 2 is not getting there, but Sing 2 will absolutely be the first animated movie in this pandemic period to cross $100 million bucks in North America, the biggest family movie. Encanto from Disney is at 91.3 after adding another 1.1 million this weekend. Encanto won't do the 100 million, but Sing 2 absolutely will. So Universal and Illumination are thrilled that they're going to cross that milestone. Believe it or not, your number 3 movie is The King's Man with $4.5 million. It didn't drop a whole lot. It's at $19.5 million since it opened on the 21st. In fourth is American Underdog, which is doing pretty well. $4.1 million. It's at 15. Matrix took a drop. Matrix went from $12 million last weekend down to $3.8 this weekend. That's a 64% drop. It is at $30.9 million. $6.4 million of that was day one. The rest of it has come since. You know, it's a movie that I like very much. It's in my honorable mentions of 2021. It's a movie people wanted to go see right away, opening day, clearly. It's a movie people wanted to watch at home on HBO Max, so you knew the money was going to go down a little bit there. I was expecting it to do more. It'll make a little more over the next several weeks, but it may not even cross 40. I hope it crosses 40. I hope it continues to make more money because it's a film worth seeing. It's a film that fans of The Matrix should absolutely see and will hopefully like. Matrix Resurrections. Now, West Side Story, it's doing okay. It's having small drops each week. Made another $2.1 million this weekend. It's just shy of $30 million. It will pass In the Heights, which made just under $30 million as far as musicals go for 2021. And again, we've been talking about this here on LCJ Live. The best picture buzz that West Side Story has will continue to translate that into people seeing it in the theaters and also people watching it at home between now and March 27th with the Academy Awards. Back in the top 10 this weekend, and believe it or not, back in 7th place, Ghostbusters Afterlife, which had an increase this weekend of 17% with $1.4 million. It's at 123.4. I still think it will go just under what the 2016 Ghostbusters did, which was about 128.5. Licorice Pizza added 1.3 million to come in 8th this weekend. It's at 6.3. A Journal for Jordan added 1.2 million. It's at just under 5. And Encanto rounds out your top 10. Nightmare Alley in 11th only made 7.6 million to date. So there you go. There's your top 10. It's going to look very similar next weekend because your only major release is the 355, the Jessica Chastain action movie from Universal that was supposed to come out last January 2021. Now it is coming out for January 2022. I will be seeing it this week. The 355. It's not probably going to be number one. Spider-Man will be number one. It'll go from 52.7 down to maybe 30. The 355 is not going to make $30 million. Sing 2 may still be number 2. We could see the 355 open at number 3. Depending on how many people go, what the reviews are like, how good is the film. So yeah, 355 is the only major release. Every other film is going to stay pretty much in the top 10 next weekend. Then the following weekend, there's a couple films. But nothing gigantic in the theaters. Well, Scream, I guess, is going to sort of be gigantic. It depends on how the horror fandom comes out for it on the 14th. So Scream could be number one over Spider-Man. But I don't know. I'm not feeling the total buzz on the new Scream. But besides Scream, until Morbius comes out. And then we get some films in February, and then March with the Batman and so on. It's going to be a kind of low box office. Everybody's going to say, oh, it's low. Everything's low. Yeah, because it's January, and the studios aren't putting out a ton of new major releases in the month of January. But we've got 355 this week. Did you see my list of the 10 best movies of the year along with my honorable mentions? In case you did not, here are the 5 honorable mentions. One is Belle, which is an animated film that's coming to theaters January 13th. It qualified for this award season, though. Excellent movie. The Duke comes to theaters March 25th. It did have a qualifying run last year. I think The Duke is excellent. It's an excellent film. Matrix Resurrections, which you can see in the theaters now and on HBO Max. Queen Pins, hilarious comedy that is on Showtime. And Tina, the Tina Turner documentary that's on HBO Max and the regular HBO channel. 10-1 for Best of the Year. Whirlybird, which you can watch on digital, a documentary about these LA breaking news reporters in helicopters in the sky overlooking everything. They found the OJ car, the white Bronco, and a lot of other key events in LA over the last 20, 25, 30 years. Whirlybird. Fascinating documentary. That's on digital. Number 9 is Dream Horse, the sports drama, horse racing drama with Toni Collette. You can watch that on Hulu. Number 8 is Licorice Pizza from Paul Thomas Anderson, which you can see in the theaters. Gristo, thanks for being here on LCJ Live. Number 7 is My Salinger Year. This is a drama with Margaret Qualley and Sigourney Weaver that you can watch on Showtime. It is based on a true story about a writer, a wannabe writer in New York City, Joanna Rakoff, who decides to work at a publishing house for a year, and her interactions, hearing about J.D. Salinger, learning about him and some of the other authors at this place, and Sigourney Weaver plays her boss. Excellent performances, very unique relationships and storylines. I highly recommend you check out My Salinger Year. Number 6 is The Dig, which is on Netflix. This is a drama that came out very early last year, in January of 2021. Ray Fiennes, Carey Mulligan, Lily James. This is also based on true events, uncovering something incredible in somebody's backyard, on somebody's property. And the way this movie goes is not how you expect it to be. I'm really impressed with The Dig. Patch Zone 1, thanks for being here on LCJ Live as I count down my top 10 of 2021. Number 5 is Flea, which is the animated documentary, groundbreaking film about a man named Amin who reveals some secrets after 25 years, but they can't reveal his full identity. So that's why the film is animated, and it has a lot to say about fighting for love, fighting for freedom. In select theaters now. It will hopefully be on VOD soon. Happy New Year to everyone watching as well. Number 4 is Riders of Justice. That is on Hulu. The Dig is on Netflix, if I didn't say that. Riders of Justice is on Hulu. This is a Danish action comedy, thriller, drama, father-daughter relationship story about a father seeking revenge for something terrible that happened, and how he rounds up some new pals. Will it happen exactly how he thinks it's going to go? And the main character is played by Mads Mikkelsen in an excellent performance. The daughter, Andrea Hike Gaidsberg. I hope she gets more major roles in the future because she is fantastic in Riders of Justice. Dream Puzzles, thanks for being here on LCJ Live. Number 3 is Aileen. Aileen is the unauthorized Celine Dion biopic that was released in Canada in 2021 and screened at some festivals. It opens in the U.S. on January 21. It is an amazing film. It is, you have to see it to believe it. You really do. Valérie Lemercier is the writer, director, and star. She plays Aline Dieu. Basically Celine Dion, but they couldn't use her name. So she's Aline Dieu. It's her rise to stardom, how she feels about fame, how she feels about her husband, her kids, performing, what it means to be a superstar in this day and age, what it means to work, to raise children during this time. And what it does with the music and key moments in Aileen's life. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Fascinating, enthralling, shockingly good. Number 2 is The Summit of the Gods, which is on Netflix. This is this incredibly jaw-dropping, stunning animated feature for adults. And it is about mountain climbers and a photojournalist. Really good. Really good. Deep, some great character exchanges, dialogue, and sequences that are just amazing. Amazing to look at, amazing to dissect. It's about regret. It's about redemption. The Summit of the Gods. And number 1 for best movies of 2021 is also on Netflix, and that is Worth. Worth is the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund drama with Michael Keaton, Amy Ryan, and Stanley Tucci. Writer Max Borenstein, director Sarah Colangelo. What they have achieved is amazing because they balance a lot of emotions and a lot of themes. It is a movie, it's like a sports movie in the sense that it's about achieving this certain goal, but you're also hearing these really sad stories from family members of victims of 9/11. And the way they balance it all makes for an incredible experience. What experience moved me the most? What experience is going to move you? And that is Worth. It is worth your time. Watch that on Netflix. So those are the best movies of 2021. Now, on a new episode of the Too Fast, Two Films podcast that's coming very soon to toofast2films.com, I go in depth on Worth and the Summit of the Gods. My co-host Mike Sargent also reveals his top 2 movies of the year, and we also reveal our 2 worst movies of 2021. And we have a lot of fun going into the worst movies of the year. So check out that episode pretty soon. It'll be up in the next day or so at toofast2films.com. Yes, Dream Puzzles, can't wait for that episode. Yes, a lot to choose from with the worst movies. A lot to choose from. Do want to mention the passing of a couple of icons. Betty White and John Madden. I happened to watch the All Madden documentary when it was on Fox on Christmas Day. Really excellent look at his life and career. And he passed away a few days ago, and Fox, I'm glad, re-aired the special. Also, Betty White. Betty White, I've been posting on social media over the weekend about Betty White's impact on television. A lot of people, obviously, they think of Mary Tyler Moore and Golden Girls and Hot in Cleveland and the Snickers commercial and the SNL and The Proposal, the movie she did with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. But also, I think game shows were huge for her. And I haven't seen a lot in these Betty White pieces about her game show impact. First of all, how she met her husband, Alan Ludden, through Password. Betty White is the best Password player of all time. You watch these episodes, whether she was on the original Password or Password Plus, or Super Password, or $1 Million Password with Regis, which she did once. Betty White was amazing with Password. One of the best game show celebrity contestants of all time. She did Passwords, she did Pyramids, she did so many other game shows. And I think Buzzer and Game Show Network are going to, Match Game, of course, Buzzer and Game Show Network are going to continue to do tributes. This weekend, next weekend, the following weekend on her 100th birthday weekend. Betty White, incredible impact on game shows. When you think about game shows, Betty White has to come to mind pretty early because she did host a game show too. The game show Just Men, I believe it was called, where she won an Emmy Award for game show host. She became the first woman to win the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Game Show Host. Meredith Vieira became the second. Yes, Betty White hosted this game show called Just Men, and she won the Emmy for it. So that's an incredible achievement. And she was a great host. She was a great celebrity contestant. She was a great person to watch in what she did. Interviews, surprise appearances, guest spots on the sitcoms, on the game shows. And her work with animals, also one of the big supporters of animals in the entertainment industry throughout her almost 80-year career, or more than 80-year career. Is just incredible, her devotion to animals. So Betty White will be missed. John Madden will be missed. 2 big losses in the entertainment world just at the end of 2021. Tonight is the season finale of Yellowstone with Kevin Costner on the Paramount Network. How big will the viewership be? It's averaged about 7.5 million viewers each week. How high will this finale of Yellowstone be? Also, This Is Us is back on Tuesday for the final season. It's going to go every Tuesday from now to mid-May when it ends, except for the Olympics breaks in between from NBC in February. It's going to go every Tuesday with a new episode of This Is Us, which I think fans will like because the show kind of got screwed last year with how they aired the episodes and COVID in the middle of everything. They scattered it all out. The numbers were terrible. So NBC said, all right, we'll save you to mid-season. We're going to give you every Tuesday but the Olympics so you can go out with a bang. So that's what's going to happen for This Is Us. So there you go. We got Spider-Man at number 1 at the box office. Worth is my number 1 movie of 2021. And we will see how big Yellowstone may be the biggest program of tonight, the number 1 program tonight on television. So we are here. It is 2022, and we've got lots of movies and TV events. Next Sunday would have been the Critics' Choice Awards, but they've postponed it. But when we're back here next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, we will preview the SAG Awards nominations, because as of now, they will be coming out on Wednesday the 12th in the morning, usually about 10, 11 a.m. Eastern. As of now, SAG Awards nominations. So we will preview that. We'll preview some more big movies coming out over the next few weeks and more. Go to animationscoop.com. I've got some great Q&As. I've got a Q&A tomorrow with the makers of a major animated movie coming out soon that I still can't reveal what it is until tomorrow, but that'll be there. Also, some excellent interviews I did with the makers, the directors, and producers of some of this year's Oscar shortlisted Best Animated Shorts. There are 15 short films that are vying for 5 spots for Best Animated Short Film this year at the Academy Awards. Got some Q&As up there already. Going to have some more this week. Check out animationscoop.com for those. I am Lights Camera Jackson. Thank you for watching today's episode of LCJ Live. For more, go to lights-camera-jackson.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at LCJ Reviews and Instagram at LightsCamJackson. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay well, stay positive. Support your theaters if you can. And I will see you next Sunday for LCJ Live. Bye-bye.